Continue on with the meeting this evening. We'll go with agenda item number 4, which is our citizens' comments. If you have citizens' comments, we just ask that you would move to the podium and give your name and your address. No citizens' comments. Okay. We'll go on to awards and recognitions. What I want to do is I want to call Dan Cordova, Chief of Police, up. Come on. And what I'm going to do is have you call your officer.
Yes, sir.
And we will. The actual one.
You want us to stand? I'd like to call up Officer Shauna Clare. Shown in recognition of the apprehension and arrest of a criminal whose acts were a danger to the public, I'm getting a glare, to the public welfare, the officers' display of courage, dedication, duty, and general ability were removed from the community a potential threat to the safety and well-being of every citizen. Shauna, this is from the American Police Hall of Fame. This is the Merit Award for Excellent Arrest.
Mind if I jump in there real quick? Yes, sir. Hey, I want to give you this too. So I went to see the governor what's today, Thursday? Yesterday. And we had some coins that I thought was very unique. I so happened to have 2 today, so I want to give you one of them. All right, this is from.
I love it.
All right. And congratulations and thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Shauna?
Thank you, Shauna.
I'm going to call forth Chief Dan Cordova. Tonight we're gonna award our Chief of Police with a award that's well deserved for his service of our city, and he's been not only a great Chief of Police, but a great friend, someone to talk to, very calm in spirit for those that know, and done a terrific job here in our community. And I'll say it's not even anything that I can think of more grand to give you to commemorate the service that you provided for our city, to provide safety for all of the citizens at all hours of the day is one of those things that we take for granted. But those times when we're in our house, our officers are out protecting us and making sure that we can sleep well in our own community. So I want to say thank you. But you have received the Distinguished Police Service Award for your years of service. This has an honorable and faithful served, honorably, Dan Cordova, I got what you had. Dan Cordova has honorably and faithfully served in law enforcement for a period of 12 years. The above named individual is issued this certificate in recognition of their fidelity, integrity, and honor in serving their nation, state, and community. And this is signed by the National President, Jack L. R. Can't read the rest of that there. But I want to say congratulations, Dan, and thank you for your service. Also, to present you this certificate, we also have his medal here. And if you don't mind, I want to pin this on you. No, no blood wings. Temporarily.
Can you like twist? There you go. Thank you. You look so serious, Jay. I know. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And your family, sir, would you like them to come up for a photo?
Yeah, why not? Let's
So did
embarrass
you want to
them.
say some words?
I'd just like to thank everybody for this beautiful award. I'd like to thank my guys, all of you, and Officer Blair, of course, that stand on the line with me every day and risk nothing less than absolutely everything. Without you guys, I don't have anything. Without you guys, this city isn't as safe as it could be, as it would be without you, excuse me. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. My apologies. I'd like to thank everybody that supported me through the years, because sometimes this is an unpopular job, and everybody here always had my back. And I'd just like to say thank you.
Can we get the family and all the officers? Can we get all the officers up and the family can take you? We'll probably move you on this side.
Yes, sir.
You're on this side. I'm just gonna stand beside Carla, that way I'm visible.
There's a couple more.
Hold on.
Hi, sorry.
Get it in there.
Who to look at.
Got a good.
It's always good to do some recognitions for the hard work and service that they continue to provide for our community. And I tell you, anytime that you give your life, you put your life down every day as a police officer. Serving in the military, you know, is a little bit safer when we're here at home, but it's only safe at home because we have police officers in our community that care about creating that safety environment for our community. So we want to say thank you for that service, and we should never forget that. That's something that happens every day. With that being said, I want to go ahead and move on to another great period of our agenda this evening is appointments to positions of increased responsibility, which are well deserved. I will tell you that this appointment process is the city administrator will make a recommendation to the mayor. The mayor then consider those recommendations And up until 3 minutes ago, I made my decision. No, I'm just joking. But they bring that before us. I then now recommend and present our candidates for these increase of responsibilities to the council, as we have 2 people that will be nominated for increase. Wait a minute. Mary. So Mary Amber Box for Waynesville City Clerk, and we also have Beatrice White for our Finance Officer. We will first begin with, I'll entertain a motion for the appointment of Mary Amber N. Box for the Waynesville City Clerk.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Rice, second by Mr. Hyatt. Madam Clerk?
Councilwoman Quorum,
Yes.
Councilman Bland,
Yes.
Councilman Hayden,
Absolutely.
Councilman Rice,
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills,
Yes.
Councilman Harrell,
Yes.
Councilman Farnum.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. We also have a Finance Officer, which is B. White, Beatrice White. For Finance Officer, I will entertain a motion to appoint her to Finance Officer.
I make a motion.
I see Ms. Amanda, Mr. Hayden. Madam Clerk?
Councilman Farnum,
Yes.
Councilman Harrell,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills,
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt,
Yes.
Councilman Rice,
Yes.
Councilman Hayden,
Yes.
Councilman Bland,
Yes.
Councilwoman Quorum.
Yes.
Thank you.
And once you raise your right hand, ain't no turning back.
I'll have you raise your right hand and repeat after me. Okay. I, Mary Amber Box,
I, Mary Amber Box,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
try not to go fast, the duties of the office of City Clerk
the duties of the office of City Clerk
of the City of Waynesville, Missouri,
of the City of Waynesville, Missouri,
and to do the best of my ability
and to do the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the constitutions of the United States
the constitutions of the United States
and the state of Missouri,
and the state of Missouri,
the provisions of all the laws
the provisions of all the laws
of the state affecting cities of the third class,
of the state affecting cities of the third class,
and the ordinances of the city of Waynesville.
and the ordinances of the City of Waynesville.
I shall faithfully conduct myself in office
I shall faithfully conduct myself in office
and respect the confidences
and respect the confidences
and the information which comes into my possession.
and the information which comes into my possession.
You gotta give a speech. No speech?
She's just signing and go. She got all the words right, though.
We'll have the Finance Officer next.
Just they can figure that out. Too bad.
Especially with big words. I will. I'll try. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Beatrice White,
I, Beatrice White,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will faithfully execute
so I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of Finance Officer
of Finance Officer
of the City of Waynesville, Missouri,
of the City of Waynesville, Missouri,
and to the best of my ability,
and to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the constitutions of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the state of Missouri,
and the state of Missouri,
the provisions of all the laws
the provisions of all the laws
of the state affecting cities
of the states affecting cities
of the third class
of the third class
and the ordinances of the city of Waynesville.
and the ordinances of the city of Waynesville.
I shall faithfully conduct myself
I shall faithfully conduct myself
in office and respect
in office and respect
the competences and information
the confidences and information
which comes into my possession.
which comes into my possession.
You want to do it up there? I'm gonna follow mine.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
What's going on?
In the back.
My little one. Come here. Come here. We're going to take a picture. Come here.
Let him sit up on the... Get out of here, man.
There you go.
Sit him on the couch.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right.
Hey, Jeff. Doing well. You doing okay? Oh, yeah. Good to see you, man. Yeah, good to see you.
I have seen it. Now Mayor's got to fill her chair. You got a little bit of coffee.
Your turn, Molly, calm down.
Again, congratulations, Amber and B. We have all the confidence in you and the great work that you have been doing. We know you're just going to carry it on to that next level of responsibility. So we're here to support you in any way possible. So as we move forward with agenda item number 7, I'll turn it over to our city administrator.
Yeah. About a hard act to follow. So, you know, I tried to have a little control over the order of the agenda, but you guys know the backstory on that, so I get to follow this act. So here we go. I want to go over a little bit the 2025 year in review with all departments kind of scattered. We've done this at committee level. We always do it at council level, and it will be brief. It won't. Traffic signal box on Route 66 was what once was just a aluminum shiny box, actually fits the landscape of the surrounding downtown. We have a Domino's on I-Court Avenue, right? We completed a Waynesville business survey. We Route 66 Centennial Commission Grant Award, which was here. She's been very instrumental with that commission and very instrumental in our grant applications. We had a CID expansion. Missouri S&T Adopted Community Program. We all kind of got involved in that and got to watch those young adults and future professionals bring quality products and projects to the city of Waynesville. Pulaski County Sewer District Agreement that we were able to secure, that basically increased our service boundary from serving approximately 3,800 acres to over 19,000 acres. Renovation of the spec building into a comprehensive public works building. Completion of the subdivision improvement program. Brentwood Terrace streetlight project. Hometown grid improved service interruption communication software. Liberty Elementary School development. We've extended and looped all utility services to that building, which currently is, I believe, on schedule to be opened in 27. Irrigation meter policy. This was a function of the sewer district agreement, to where those new customers came in with a great idea, and our council and committee had, the foresight to listen and lend an ear, and it actually turned out to be a wildly popular program, not only outside the city, but within the city as well. Transition to Oracle ERP software. We are currently in that, which is a major project for the city. I love this slide, the Rock Hill Road dedication. This one was specifically for Mr. Hayden. He missed the meeting. He was out, so we put this together specifically for him. Bill Farnham will get a kick out of this. Even a small task can turn into have a lot of obstacles, as many as a large task. And we had no idea. We give them the old head nod, and we're like, yeah, 3 weeks, this deal's done. Mission began in February, mission completed October. So little giggle for you guys there, but a lot of work. Again, completion of SIP, 4-way stop at Mesa, 3-way stop at Summit Pass and Sweetburg. Missing signs replaced yearly throughout, and again, a little joke on the signs. You are lost. Without the sign, people don't know really where they're at if they're not familiar with the area. What's the location of your emergency? And you look up to a vacant sign pole, right? Not a good situation. Unfinished business. We have some drainage issues that we face through the year in roads and grounds that we're going to address. We obviously have pothole and roadway repair. We have right-of-way clearing and maintenance. I want to talk about Brentwood Terrace lights, right? That was supposed to be completed, but we run across something that we didn't perceive to be an issue until we found out it's an issue. Still on track, still moving forward. Is it going to be completed by our projected date? No, but yes, it's going to be completed. Finance Human Resources Committee, 2026 final budget, right? Got that finished. 2026 municipal election. Waynesville Park Board, what they do? Well, we got a lot going on here. I think we remember that, and maybe could drive by and see something like that today, okay? Utility Committee, talking about rates, electric rates, sewer, water, natural gas. Community Development. We approved the CID expansion, the 2024 audit, got that. We have training, staff training, very important. Roads and grounds, if you've noticed, we have started painting some of the fire zones within the city. That was a function of this previous year's committees, okay? That's it. What didn't you see up there? And I just want to go through this real quickly. What wasn't on there? If you notice, there was not any service-related department. When I say service-related, what do I mean? I'm talking fire department, police department, dispatch, animal shelter. And in the Emergency Services Committee, I wanted to kind of point out a few things. The calls, most of the calls, high percentage number of the call volume, calls for service, you don't want to see on that slideshow, right? Dan said that he was successful for 2 reasons. One is guys, and 2, you guys. You always had his back. And our services the services that we provide within the city, those people have to know you have their back. Because the thank yous, I don't know if anybody's ever said thank you after receiving a speeding ticket, right? They're not coming out. But the public sees it, I see it, we see it, and we want to make sure we trend in the right direction. So, animal shelter, I called them one of the most diverse departments within the city that we have. They had 2025 numbers, 279 dogs. That was Waynesville and St. Robert. 86 dogs off Fort Leonard Wood, 35 cats, Fort Leonard Wood. Real quickly, that is the largest number in the history of the animal shelter. How many were euthanized? Because we could not adopt them. None. That was the answer, wasn't it, Bob?
Absolutely, yeah.
Not one. That's impressive. If you want to hear those numbers, that's 279 dogs, Waynesville, St. Robert, 86, Fort Leonard Wood, 35 cats, Fort Leonard Wood. Folks, we got some crafty people out there doing their job. Animal shelter. Dispatch, still a new department. They're in their infancy. They're figuring out who they are. They're figuring out our police department, how they work, right? So we have staff training, increased reporting requirements, increased outreach and community efforts were made, improved service radio communications, and we only had Mr. Hayden wasn't there. How many calls did they have? About 12,000 calls.
Over 12,000 calls.
12,000 calls for service 1 year. That's a lot. It's a lot of phone calls to answer. I think my phone rings a lot. Not even close, right? Got to have their support. These are the people in the background getting it done without anybody really know they're getting it done. And that's important. And not only do they just take those calls, when they dispatch those calls, they dispatch them in a manner that it is trackable. What was the type of call? Where do we follow that? How do we see that? Month to month, report after report after report, to committee, at council. They can tell you exactly, of those 12,000, what percentage was X, Y, or Z. Just ask. It's pretty impressive. PD, we all are familiar with the PD. One thing I was most impressed with the PD last year was their ability to work with the county on opioid funds, which has resulted in not one but 2 canine vehicles for the city, new. That is a partnership, and that's most impressive. And then last but not least, and PD, we got tasers, body armor, camera, shooting range, all these things that you guys probably have forgot that we've worked on and moved towards. They're there, they're moving, they're active, they're live. This is a dynamic process, and we do so much in these departments that it's easy to forget that. Fire department. We probably reached an ISO that we believed was unattainable even 5-6 years ago. We're there. Response times down to 2 minutes from the time the call goes out. Hydrant flushing program, again, community outreach and event participation. You see these guys everywhere. Reliability, dependability, fire inspections. They provide it all, and they do that on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly process. And man, you know things are going well when it gets done, and you don't really know it's being completed. And it is, and it's a lot of work. And so on the slideshow, I'm able to show you some of the technical aspects of utility and administration and finance and economic development and the results of those. But again, on our service departments, let's not forget them, all right? And Mayor, that's all I have.
All right, Council, do you have any questions of Mr. Doyle? All right, great report, great year. We got a lot of stuff happening this year, so next year I think it's going to be 20 minutes longer because we got a lot of stuff happening. But we'll go ahead and move on to agenda item number 8, which is the council discussion. And yeah, we'll start first with the Ward Finder. Today we're going to launch the Ward Finder for the city's input, and we do have it being displayed live from Tiger TV tonight, and I appreciate them for doing that. But just to kind of give everybody an understanding of what the Ward Finder is, the Ward Finder is to help us to communicate with our citizens and give them the information they need to be able to identify who their councilmen are. So they'll be able to go on this site, put in their address. So if they live at 200 Lyle Curtis, they don't have to put Waynesville. They put in 200 Lyle Curtis. It'll then pop up and ask them to help the city. And with that survey, we're just asking them to provide some information so that it'll help us with future planning. And what this does is it actually will ask them how many adults stay in the home, first of all, what type of residence or dwelling is it? Is it commercial, mixed use, or residential? They'll put single family home or apartment. In the apartment, they will put just the apartment number, so 2B, 1A. We'll have a video out for this tomorrow. I wanted to have it out tonight, but I will have it out tomorrow. We'll actually share the steps for that. But I just want to kind of share it with you, this information, because we're trying our best to increase communication with the public. That's what this is for. And it's in conjunction with what we have on here also in B, is we have now a handbook for our councilmen. So I didn't want to put them out there on the Ward Finder and say contact them and not give them equip them with everything that they may need to help the citizens when they call them. So they work together as a congruent tool to help educate our citizens and also solicit their support to help us with this redistricting. Now, the information that we are requiring for, and we're asking everybody's support with the numbers of people, is not a census. It actually helps us with our redistricting. For those that do not know or not aware, that we have one ward that has grown a lot faster than other parts of the city. And so with that, we want to make sure we have to, by state statute, be within a 10% variance, 5% plus or minus, for each councilman. Every councilman in each ward has to be properly represented throughout the city. And right now we're out of balance. So we have one ward that is growing, we have one that may be shrinking, and like Ward 1 and Ward 2 is our main effort. We do have development that's happening in Ward 3, but Ward 4 is pretty much stabilized. But we do have to go back through and make sure we are getting as close as possible. We're just doing our due diligence to not only just share that information with you so you know what ward you reside in and who your elected officials are, but we also need this information because we want to get as close as possible to those numbers and not just count rooftops. This is very important for us for future development throughout the city, so we just ask everyone's support with this. Again, this will be going live tonight and tomorrow, and if you have any questions, you can always call City Hall. The number is there, and it's 573-774-6171. If you have any questions regarding that, and then they'll be able to direct you down that right path. Or you can just send me a text message or phone call or inbox me or whatever way you feel comfortable contacting me or any of the council members. Now, this is supposed to be a council discussion and not just me with a speech, but does anybody got any input or questions on any of these initiatives with the Ward Finder and the council handbook?
And where will that, because it's not on the feed, so where, is that going to be on the website?
Yeah, it's going to be on the website, and it'll be posted on the website. We'll put a QR code, and again, in the video will be there as well. And I'll make sure I send you all an email with that information so you can share it however way you want to. And keep in mind this handbook is a working document. So if you see things there that needs to change, I mean, I'm not taking none of that personal. Just, hey, we need to fix this. Let's get it done. This is for those next elected officials that come into our city. We're paving the way for our replacement. So what do we want them to know? What did we want to know that we didn't know when we got here? So we're just trying to make it better for those that come in afterwards. That's what this document is about. And to help educate us on the processes that we have so we can kind of refine it and be a lot sharper at the way things should be operating. Any questions?
This would have been extremely helpful when I first came here.
You can start over.
I asked a lot of questions, and I'm like, wow, if somebody would have just handed me this,
Yeah.
It would have made things easier in the beginning. So thank you for putting all this hard work into this and doing this.
We got some other information that, and just to talk about it because it's not on here, but I've been talking, and I know Amber knows about this Civic Academy. And I know it's going to be hard for us to do the Civic Academy, but I'm thinking about we're going to do a distance learning. And we're going to record it and let people sign up for it and take it because it needs to happen. We need the education for what we're doing with this book, but the citizens also need to know who really to get mad at. Like,
Right.
because whenever a person has their unmet expectations, put my counselor hat on, they get angry at the wrong people.
Yep.
And then the people that they're getting angry at are getting angry because they know that they're not the right person. So if we can communicate effectively across the board, not just here in the city to the citizens, but the citizens to us, we have to educate them so that we can really clean up this whole communication thing. And we equip them with the way things are supposed to work. And then when we mess up, you know, come to me. If I mess up, then you come straight to me if it's my fault. But don't come to me about some frog that jumped in your yard because of your neighbor's pet or something like that. That's out of my control. But we're open to all kind of information with that regard. But we just really want to improve our communication across the board. So this is a part of the initiative that John started here, talking about a smart city. So, and it's not intellectual. It's just we close and we have a feedback loop that we're trying to close and continue on with communication. So if there's no questions for 8, we'll go on to agenda item number 9. Bless you. So we have our ordinances this evening. Proposed ordinance HB 2026-01.
First reading, approving agreement with Benton Engineering for construction engineering services regarding historic Route 66 sidewalk improvements, Phase 1, TAP 9901-536, fixing an effective date. Second reading, approving agreement with Benton Engineering for construction engineering services regarding historic Route 66 sidewalk improvements, Phase 1, TAP 9901-536, fixing an effective date.
I need a motion. Motion, Mr. Rice.
I'll second.
Second, Ms. Crane. Discussion. Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Corrin,
Yes.
Councilman Bland,
Yes.
Councilman Hayden,
Yes.
Councilman Rice,
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills,
Yes.
Councilman Harrell,
Yes.
Councilman Farnum.
Yes.
Thank you.
Proposed ordinance HB 2026-02. First reading, please.
First reading, an ordinance changing zoning classification for certain real estate from R1 Single Family Residential to R2 Two Family Residential for parcel number 11803003004010055. Lot 4A and parcel number 11803003004010000. Lots 4B and 5 located on Rocky Dale Drive in Waynesville, Missouri, fixing an effective date.
Motion, Mayor.
I gotta read it
Second.
again.
We got a motion from Mr. Farnum.
That's only the first reading?
I gotta read it.
That was only the
Oh,
first
oh.
reading.
Sorry, it's a long one. Okay. Second reading, an ordinance changing zoning classification for certain real estate from R1 Single Family Residential to R2 Two Family Residential for parcel number 118034004010055. Lot 4A and parcel number 11803400300401000, lots 4B and 5, located on Rocky Dale Drive in Waynesville, Missouri, fixing an effective date.
Yeah, my motion.
Motion, Mr. Farnum.
I'll second.
Second, Mr. Harrell.
Now I've got a question to you, Mayor.
Discussion.
It says in the ordinance that on-street parking shall be prohibited in association with the rezoned property. I guess my question is, do they have ample space to park vehicles for this rezoning to turn these into duplexes or whatever the property is going to be?
That was the understanding I got from planning and zoning, was they approved the rezoning with conditions, and that condition was specifically no on-street parking, and the development of the property under the current or requested zoning would have to accommodate off-street parking for these features, whether it be duplex, so yes.
So we will put signs up immediately so the general public knows that there's no parking on the street right there.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm procedurally, I just have a question procedurally. This is two parcels, but we're rezoning them to different, one of them is from R1 to R2, and one of them is R1 to R3. Shouldn't that be two different actions?
No. It can be done as long as the owner is the same and it is on the same request. Through planning and zoning, that's where the request starts.
Any other discussion? Madam Clerk?
Councilman Farnum,
Yes.
Councilman Harold,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills,
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt,
Yes.
Councilman Rice,
Yes.
Councilman Hayden,
No.
Councilman Bland,
Yes.
Councilwoman Corn.
All right, we have proposed ordinance HB 2026-03.
Yes.
She didn't answer?
I didn't.
She was
You started talking right as I.
dramatic.
Okay, go ahead.
It's that whole, the night's moving fast, but you're moving slow thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I'm moving slow too. Now you may go. I did say yes.
Okay.
They're fine.
I was breathing when you said yes, so I didn't hear you.
I understand. I'm sitting here trying to breathe.
Proposed ordinance HB 2026-03.
Okay, first reading, an ordinance changing zoning classification for certain real estate from R1 single family residential to R3 multifamily residential for parcel number 11803400300401003 lot 1B, parcel number 11803400300401055 lot 3, and parcel number 11803400300401016 lot 2 located on Rock Hill Road in Waynesville, Missouri, fixing an effective date. Second reading. An ordinance changing zoning classification for certain real estate from R1 single-family residential to R3 multifamily residential for parcel number 11803400300401003 lot 1B, parcel number 11803400300401055 lot 3, and parcel number 11803400300401016 for lot 2 located on Rock Hill Road in Waynesville, Missouri, fixing an effective date.
I'll make a motion on this one
All right.
also, Mayor.
Motion, Mr. Farnum, second. Second, Mr. Rice. Discussion?
I have one question. How many residents are going to be in these multi-unit facilities? Is it going to go from like 1 to 4, or are they going to be?
It's R3, they can build an apartment complex.
So their plans currently are not apartments. I've seen duplex and fourplex layouts, which would be like a duplex upstairs with a downstairs would be the fourplex option.
I've got a procedural question. If we pass these, do we go back and redo the ordinance once we have an actual street number for the dwellings and to the ordinance?
We won't redo, no. So the reason that the parcel numbers were included, which is a very good question by Bill, when you have a public hearing, you have to make the property identifiable to the public, right? And a lot of times these are easy. You go lot 1, 2, 3, and 4 of plat 1, 2, 3, or 4 of blank subdivision. But because these parcels were not platted, in a final plat of that subdivision and just were random vacant properties that were left of a previous subdivision, then there was either, you describe the property by legal boundary or by parcel number. Both are tracked by the county. And so, as these are developed, you will get a plat, you will have a number, right? They will be on their own lot, but that lot will fall within that parcel number at the county at the time of this passage.
I understand all that, John, but I would think it would be wise if they had the actual building number added back to the ordinance so it's easier to identify, because a lot of people won't have the sense to go to the assessor's office to look up the records to see where this piece of property actually is.
So you're talking backfill after completion, right? So you're wanting like lot 1 to be attached to this ordinance after lot 1 is completed, developed, and yeah. Man, procedurally, I don't, required, no, but I get your point, because anybody that wasn't here or wasn't a part of this has no idea or would maybe have the knowledge of how to get there, you know, in a record search, right? So I track what you're asking there. That is a possibility, something we could do.
I'd have to look into that for sure, because usually with an ordinance, once you guys vote on it, to amend it would be another vote, right? So I'll look into that though, see how we can update it with that.
Wouldn't it be like an addendum to a contract?
Yeah,
Just
we
adding an extra that's already there?
Yeah, if we could attach it to some, you know, if we can maybe incorporate some sort of amendment to it, yeah, I think we can probably do that.
I'm done with my question.
Any other questions, comments?
I'm ready to vote.
Madam Clerk?
Council? Yeah, we did. Okay. Councilwoman Corn?
No.
Councilman Bland?
Yes.
Councilman Hayden?
No.
Councilman Rice?
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills?
No.
Councilman Harold?
No.
Councilman Farnum?
Yes.
Mayor, the deciding vote is yours for 50-50.
Yes. Proposed ordinance HB 2026-04.
First reading, an ordinance authorizing the mayor and/or city administrator to execute an aviation project consultant agreement, federal assistance between the city of Waynesville, the city of St. Robert, and Burns and McDonnell Engineering Company, fixing an effective date. Second reading, an ordinance authorizing the mayor and/or city administrator to execute an aviation project consultant agreement, federal assistance between the city of Waynesville, the city of St. Robert, and Burns and McDonnell Engineering Fixing Company Incorporated, fixing an effective date.
Motion. Motion, Mr. Rice. Second. Second, Mr. Hayden. Discussion. Madam Clerk?
Councilman Farnum?
Yes.
Councilman Harold?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills?
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt?
Yes.
Councilman Rice?
Yes.
Councilman Hayden?
Yes.
Councilman Bland?
Yes.
Councilwoman Corn?
Yes.
Proposed ordinance HB 2026-05.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor and/or city administrator to enter into an airport and agreement between the city of Waynesville, city of St. Robert, and the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission for air service promotion, fixing an effective date. Second reading, an ordinance authorizing the mayor and/or city administrator to enter into an airport aid agreement between the city of Waynesville, city of St. Robert, and the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission for air service promotion, fixing an effective date.
Motion.
My favorite department, I motion.
Mr. Farnum?
Second it.
Ms. Dills? Discussion. Clerk?
Councilwoman Corrin,
Yes.
Councilman Bland,
Yes.
Councilman Hayden,
Yes.
Councilman Rice,
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills,
Yes.
Councilman Harold,
Yes.
Councilman Farnum.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, this brings us to the saddest portion of this meeting tonight is the last portion, no. But our councilman and mayor comments, so we will start with Ms. Amanda.
I feel like I haven't been here for a year. I think the last time I was in this room was in September. That's a long time.
Last
I
year.
missed you all, my family. I missed all of you up here. I think that 2026 is going to be a good year for a lot of people. It's positive. The air feels positive, right? Our weather has been positive. Everything has been a little bit on the up and up. And so I hope that that spreads to everybody and that we're a little less negative. I would like to see people point out the good in others rather than all of the bad. Everybody up here is volunteering their time. Everybody out there works their butts off. And we appreciate every bit of everything that you do for all of us to make us look good. And we love that you take care of each other, because that's what family does. So here's to a wonderful 2026 for everybody. Congratulations, Amber and B. I know you were going to do great. I mean, Mary and B. I know you're going to do great. I am so proud of all of you, and I'm very proud of Tracy. I loved the story tonight, and it meant a lot, so thank you.
Congratulations to Amber, of course, and B. They'll do us a fine job. I want to address the citizens. I had an incident that has been talked about in Mayor Sean Spade's, that he's talked about where the post office has failed us. And I had that happen, and I wanted to share it, and I want to make sure that everybody is aware of it and following it as well. I paid my property taxes late November, and they still haven't received them. So I want everybody, when you reconcile, make sure all of your payments are getting done, so that you are in good standing. So it doesn't happen like it does to me. So everybody follow up on your mail services. I got in trouble, so don't let it happen to you.
So I actually have 4 things plus, in addition to saying how awesome the staff is. Sidewalks are looking great, Mayor. Thanks for your work on that. No, it was you, and it was John, and it was everybody, but it was you out there doing it, not building the sidewalks. But getting it, I mean, if you wanted to do that, that would be the awesomest, Mayor.
You got a little extra.
But I'm so excited about it, and they look so good. The next thing I wanted to mention real quick, John brought up the police, and he didn't, if you said the number of calls for the police, I don't remember it, but it struck me, they averaged this year 1 call an hour, 24/7, 365, the police did. And as a police officer in the past, that's hustling. So these guys are doing yeoman's work, and I think it showed tonight the awesome work they do. John, I have a question for you, and I know that's kind of out of cycle to do it in council comments, but I'm going to anyway. Can we look at the chicken ordinance and figure out, because the way I read it and the way people around me read it, there's 2 different ordinances and they're in conflict. One says you can have chickens if you're in agriculture, and another says you can have chickens if you have an acre. And we've got a lot of people, and I know you have to have a conditional use permit, but I'd like to get some clarity. I don't expect it tonight, but I'd like to get some clarity, because I've had some questions about it, and I think Anthony said questions about it as well. So among other things. You don't have anything else to do. Could you look at our chickens?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I appreciate it. And the last thing, I want to brag on the mayor. I mean, we always talk about everyone, but I don't think that our citizens understand how much the mayor does. He's got his own job. He's got 2 or 3 jobs other than this one, and the man is here all the time. And if he's not here, he's thinking about here. And if he's not here, he's somewhere else on behalf of here. And that's what energized me. I've been on council 3 years now, and that's what energized me when we sat down and talked about me coming on council. I was so impressed with what I see. And yes, you have a great staff, but it starts at the top. And I just want to thank you because I told John I think you should be mayor for 20 years. I just
Talking to my wife.
you're just so awesome, and I really mean that sincerely. I'm not looking for a raise or well, you can't, but you know what I'm saying. It's just I just wanted to say that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
We love you, Sean.
You're doing a good job, Sean. Appreciate you. I want to congratulate Amber and B. You guys will do a wonderful job, like always. And John was talking about Miriam and Denise and Tracy and everybody else helping him out this week. Doing a wonderful job. Thank you guys. I also want to thank Chief Cordova for his service to Waynesville. He's a great guy, and he's going to do well in the future.
Mr. Hyatt.
Right. I was very impressed with when John made the comment about all the positive things happened, or all the things that we did in the city this year. I forgot about some of them. There's a lot of things that we did, and it was a nice, kind reminder of what the city has actually accomplished this year. Moving in a very positive direction, I think. And I'm very, very happy with the 2 people that were appointed, Amber and Beatrice B. White. Amber being a former banker, I believe, so very, very happy with her. But just want to say congratulations, and Dan Cordova, very nice, one of the nicest people I know, and I think he did a wonderful job for the city, and congratulations to him as well. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hyatt. Ms. Dills.
Again, congratulations to Amber and B. They do a great job, but they also have their support staff that helps them, that makes them work, and everything fits in together. And that is so important, and they wouldn't have that support staff if they weren't good leaders. So thank you for there, and for Chief Cordova for all his support to the community, and also to the other police officers, because they're there to support him as he supports them. And I want to say thank you. And it will be a good year for 2026.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Again, congratulations to Amber and B. I'm excited to work with you guys. Looking forward to 2026 if I have the honor of being here again further on down the road. I am excited to see what's going on here in Waynesville for the next year. I've seen parts of the calendar coming out, and it gets exciting. The other thing is too, I want to thank Chief Cordova, and also all of our police officers. If you happen to be out and about, just say hi to them or tip a hat to them when you drive by to them. Or if you see them and have lunch or something, go ahead and pay for a lunch for them. That little thank you goes a long way, and I always teach my children also the same thing. Just to respect and send love to those who serve us and serve our community, and also our officers and firemen.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. Mr. Fargo.
Well, I'm going to join the bandwagon and wish congratulations to Amber, at least Amber primary, and to B. But I want to say we've got some real good people behind the scenes, and they're here tonight, a few of them. Tracy does a great job. We got Miriam, she's kind of quiet at times, but she does a lot of things. And of course Denise is with us. And really, I think the administrator has got a good crew in City Hall. Now our say they do a pretty good job on the way around. I'm kind of excited for 2026 because the 100th anniversary of Route 66. With all the things that's planned for this year, and the growth and development of downtown Waynesville, which is looking great with all the remodeling of the businesses, I think Waynesville is sitting in a position to see increased traffic, a lot of tourism, and hopefully it will spend some money to the businesses that are local, because mom and pops have a hard time making ends meet at times, so. And I just enjoy being on the county. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Farner. I want to, first before we begin, I want to do this before I forget. I want to thank our Tiger TV team tonight, and correct me if I get a name wrong, but we have Hunter, and y'all can just say Tigers or Hua or something. Are you still up there? Hunter? Did he leave?
He's right there.
Oh, I didn't hear your finger go up. That's all. Kenzie? Oh, okay. All right, everybody. Jeffrey? Y'all have some loud hands. Is it Kaden? All right, good job. Thank you for coming out tonight and helping spread this information. Let's give them a round of applause. Now I'm going to give you a round of applause like you did. Is that too loud? But no, we want to thank Mr. Wallace and his team because they help us get the message out to the citizens, and you're creating a record for our city. So this is history. You're making history tonight. Yep. So you can always say that I made history in Waynesville. One of the things I want to share is we have we'll be closed on Monday. So I want to remind everyone that we'll be open back up on Tuesday. Monday will be Martin Luther King Day of Service celebration, and then we'll be back here at normal business hours on Tuesday, starting at 8 a.m. 8 to 4 p.m. on Tuesday. On Thursday, we have the topping out ceremony for a $20 million project for our airport terminal. That'll be on Thursday at 2 p.m. Today was the last day to RSVP. Are you still on the clock? Today's the last day. So we'll take pictures and send them to you, but this will take place on the fort at the airport, new terminal. This has been a project that has been going on for years, pretty much head up by Mr. Farnham down there. He has been the greatest advocate for this project, and if it wasn't for him, we would not be right here where we are right now. So thank you, Bill.
That was good.
Also, I do want to encourage everyone to vote for the city of Waynesville. Go online. You can vote as many times as you want for the small town showcase. What they're going to do is they're going to pick the top 5 small towns, and they're going to come to the city and they're going to do a showcase on the city. What does that say? It's not anything about me. It's not about any individual here. This brings businesses. This helps highlight our community and let people know what we have here. So to be included in this number of about, I think, 15 cities, that's a great feat. But what's even better is if we can be one of those showcase cities to tell our story to the nation. So that's what we want to do, and this is how we get people to come here. And when we talked about those mom and pop stores someone brought up, this is how we get them here. This is how we get them the businesses that they need to bring more people to our community. So we're asking everybody to go on and vote as many times as you can, as possible,
Where do you
to
vote
help
at?
support us. You can go to our city website. It is on our website, right, the link. And it actually shows our current standings. I have shared it, and I ask all the council members, if you have a social media page, please share that and encourage the citizens to support that initiative. I do want to share this good news. This week, I get a lot of calls. People call me a lot, and they talk to me not about complaints all the time, but I wanted to share this tonight that I have gotten about 4 or 5 calls in the last couple of weeks, and it was all about this one person named Mary, Amber, and they said that lady Amber, she is awesome. Just tell her that, please tell her that for me. I said, okay, I'll tell her. And, but they really appreciate the way that you take the time to answer their calls and get back with them. And I wanted to just say thank you for representing the city and letting your light shine here, even in the midst of a lot of the types of calls we get, but always seeking to provide that service to our community. But people call and they tell us, you represent the city well. So it was well-deserved this evening to be elevated to increased responsibility, but this is one of the reasons why. It's because we have even people in our community that are also recognizing that, and that's something good to be said about all of our staff. With that being said, we're going to adjourn this meeting, and enjoy your weekend, be safe, and we'll see everyone else here tomorrow that's working, and the others when we see you around the town.
What about the